Hey guys, I hope you and your families are doing well. In this short video, I'm going to teach you how you can use a free resource to identify insider buying in stocks you may be looking at targeting entries in. I'm also going to show you how you can use it as a screening tool too. So we're going to go over to secform4.com in a minute, but to just illustrate the point of the power of insider buying, we're going to be looking at Kaba. So you can see with Kaba here, it powers off the lows here around about 250%, huge volume coming through, and you have multiple insiders buying. The CEO is buying twice, you have two different directors buying, and you also have the CFO, which is the Chief Financial Officer, also buying in here, and then the stock sets up perfectly, and it's yet to close below the 21 EMA, but it's already up 400%. Does that happen every day of the week? Absolutely not, but stocks that do that in terms of these characteristics, insider buying, the volume coming through, the tightness coming through, the trigger bar on the 10 EMA, and then powering up several 100%. I want to study those in depth. So here's one I missed. A little bit frustrated about missing that one, but the principles remain the same in terms of identifying insider buying, high volume coming through, just then setting up perfectly as well, and then trying to ride that intermediate term trend. So how could you go about finding Kaba? Well, this is one of the ways, and again, this is free. I find it really useful. So if you go to this website here, this is secform4.com, and then I've got it kind of squished here so I can have the chart and it on a single one. But you want to go here, there's going to be this hamburger menu. Click this one, and then you want to go to insider trading, and then scroll right down here, insider buying top gainers. That is what I think is most useful for me, because I'm trying to find stocks that are in a nice powerful uptrend. So you can then have a play around here. You can define your top gainers search condition. And another reason, which is a fantastic quote by Peter Lynch: insiders might buy or sell their shares for any number of reasons, but they only buy them for one. They think the price will rise, especially if you have multiple insiders buying, as you saw here with Kaba, CEOs, directors, CFO buying, so on and so forth, right? So you can play around with this. You could have the min purchase price $5, $10, $20, whatever it is. But let's say you want to go $2 like this, and you want the min purchase amount. Let's make that say 50k. Like this, and you can set the number of days previously. You can set the number of stocks you want to see in here. So let's go for 200, and then simply hit go. It's really easy. If I put in 50 instead of 5, that would make it even easier, wouldn't it? Simply hit go here. Now you have a list of your 200 stocks, and it pre-sorts them by the ones that have made the biggest gain first. So this is then quite a useful list to be going through. Why? Because these are stocks that are probably in a fairly powerful uptrend. You may want to then kind of import these in, and then add some kind of liquidity parameters. Maybe you want to make sure the stock is above its 200 SMA or something like that as well. But the point is, you have a list of stocks that have made relatively big gains. You can see some have made a gain of 100%, 145%, 215%, others down here in the 60%, 50%, 48%, and they have recent insider buying that's meeting your criteria. So then what you can do is you can kind of copy and paste these into a TC2000. It's a little bit harder to getting them into a TradingView. You have to kind of do it manually to do that. So I tend to just highlight all of this, hit copy and paste, and then I just do it directly into a TC2000, if I'm honest with you there. But let's say you then see a stock that you like. Well, you can then come up here, and let's just do Kaba for this point here. So then you have this nice graph that shows up as well, and you can see there isn't much buying, but there is some buying in here, and there's certainly a lack of selling in the prior 12 months as well. So then we go down, and here you can see those various purchases of the CFO, the different directors, the president and CEO buying on two separate occasions. You can see the date, you can see the amount of shares traded, the average price, the total amount in terms of dollars as well, the number of shares owned. So I just think this here, on top of your own kind of screening, scanning, research you're doing, I actually think this here is a very useful tool. There's a very good book called Insider Buy Super Stocks by Jesse Syme, which I would highly recommend is on your reading list. So thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next one.